All right, y'all, this is 3 and 4 we just did. I'm going to go ahead and move to 5 and 6. Again, I'm not going to solve 6. You need to go ahead and check the key for all the answers to number 6. I worked those early this morning, so it should be right. I even confirmed my answers with Desmos. Here's the one thing about problem 6, though. There is an error. I mean, not problem 6. On problem 5, there is an error. There is an error right here. Go ahead and cross out this 6 and make it a 12. It needs to be a 12 for this to factor out easily. Otherwise, it kind of messes up with negatives and whatnot. So fix that. I have that on the board as well, too, underneath the Texas flag. So make sure you're paying attention to the board. I'll probably be yelling at y'all about that. With that said, let's go ahead and get this sucker going. This is number 5. I'm not going to work number 6 for you. You're going to have to do it yourself. But let's go ahead and use the skeleton. And what's the skeleton, y'all? Well, make your fractions. Just rewrite the problem, but make your fraction bars bigger. That's it. That's my skeleton. And this is how I've done math forever. And considering I'm a math teacher, I probably know what I'm talking about. A lot of y'all love skipping your steps. No one cares about that. No one's impressed. No one cares. I don't want you to skip your steps. I want to see your steps. With that said, here's my x minus 7. Here's my 6. Here's my x minus 7. All right. Do I have everything copied down on the first right? Remember this correction up here. Now, I got to look at the pieces of my denominator. I have an x minus 7 and I have a 6, and x minus 7 repeats. I love when I see that because I don't have to worry about very much stuff. So, oh yeah, we have our denominators to solve as well, but I'll do that at the last step so I don't interrupt our flow right now. So here we go. I'm going to switch to purple. What is missing under here? There's a 6 that is missing here. So I'm going to go ahead and put that 6 up here. Now I'm missing on this denominator. I'm missing an x minus 7, so I'm going to put it on the denominator, which means, boy, you best put it on top. There it is. And now I am having an x minus 7, which is missing a 6. I'm going to put that on top as well, the numerator. And I'm going to check, did I put everything up where it needs to go? I believe the answer is yes, which is the fun part. I can now cross out my denominators. And now I can get to it. 9 times 6 is 54, plus x times x is x squared. If you're wondering where I'm getting that, x times x is x squared. X times negative 7 is negative 7x, equal to 6 times 12 is 72. 72. All right. Now, the moment you see an x squared, y'all, that should tell you, crap, I need to get everything 0 on one side and everything else moved over to the other side. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to move our 72 over and make sure we do our correct math, and then I'm going to end up with, here's my x squared, here's my negative 7x. So on this side, I'm going to have 0 left over, and I'm going to put everything in the right order. So 54 minus 72, I believe, is minus 18. And then I have an x squared and a minus 7x to put down. This kind of looks funky a little bit, but if you're freaking out, just push pause and see what I did. I just moved this 54 minus 72 down here. The x squared I put here. I just put it in order. That's all I did. And now, here comes the fun part. We got to do our whole ABC garbage. A1, B negative 7, C negative 18, and then here's the fun part. Your AC is also negative 18, which means if A is 1, guess what? We can kind of skip some of the hard stuff. We know it's going to be x and x. If A is 1, we know it's going to be x and x. So we're looking for a number that multiplies to negative 18 but adds to negative 7. So I'm looking at 9 and 2. So 9 times 2 is positive 18. And let's try this one. Negative 9 times 2 is negative 18. Awesome. Negative 9 plus 2 is negative 7. Awesome. So now I don't have to worry about splitting it apart because A is equal to 1. So I have my minus 9 here and my plus 2 here. And it's still equal to 0. So when I have that, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set each of these little factors equal to 0. X minus 9 is equal to 0. X minus 9 equals 0. And then x plus 2 equals 0. And I find that x can be 9. Hooray. It can be 9. And x can be negative 2. I kind of messed up the color coding. I was using the fraction stuff earlier for blue. But all right, on this problem, we're going to use it here. So, yeah, for this one right here, we get x equals 9 and we get x equals negative 2. That's awesome. We did everything, but we're missing something. Where is what our x's can't be? I will use red for this denominator thing. What is it our x's can't be? I see an x minus 7, The 6 I don't really have to worry about. That's not a big deal. And then I have another x minus 7. So I only have to solve it once. So I have to say x minus 7 cannot equal 0. Cannot equal 0. Which gives me x cannot equal 7 as part of my answer. So do not forget to record that down here as part of your answer. X cannot equal 7. You don't have to circle it. You don't have to do anything else. Obviously, like, y'all will have prettier work than mine. It won't be color-coded, but you'll have prettier work. So answer it how you want to, but just make sure it's clear and try to use the answer blanks as best as possible. With that said, that is going to be the sections 5 and 6 for this review.